गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्तवेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरुः स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरुः स्मृतः विकल्पं यस्तु गुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पकः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यम् द्वैपायनो विरहकातराजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरोभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। यस्वानुभावम् अखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षतां तमोन्नम् संसारिणां करुणया आह पुराणगुह्यम् तं व्याससूनुम् उपयामि गुरुं मुनीनाम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रे। नमो किञ्चन वित्ताय नमो किञ्चन वित्ताय निवृत्तगुणात्मने आत्मारामाय शान्ताय कैवल्यपतये नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द श्री कृष्ण गोविंद 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 हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद 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 हरे मुरारे। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद 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 हरे हरे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। 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 वासुदेव वासुदेव। बोले श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम हरि ओम। एवं स्तुतः सुगणैः सुरगणैः भगवान् हरिरीश्वरः तेषाम् आविर्भूत राजन् सहस्रार्कोदयत्युतिः। We saw that Brahmaji did the stuti of Lord so manifest. I feel that whether it is educational system, whether it is getting anything, whole process is of only manifestation of something. When you say, I want to get money, so money already is somewhere. You do the sankalp and you do some karma in a right manner, and the situation comes. Lastly, the coming of the money is not in your hand. Doing the sankalp and following the rules and working up to this is your area. But when money will come, how much will it come, who will give you, this is the God's area. This is the manifested, money will manifest. So that money was already there. You can't say money was created. It was already there. ठीक है? You want to go somewhere. So you plan, you think, but will that materialize ultimately? That place you can go, that is not in your hand. That will come to you. We both means me and you all, not only two are there. So, in my life you manifested. Before I came, you are also alive by God's grace. So, you are always there somewhere you are here in various parts of the world. And I was also there at some part of the world before you knew me and before I knew you. But my sankalp was there to serve Gurudeva, or sankalp was there to talk about Ramayana Gita, or my sankalp may be there to live near temple of Lord Shiva. And that sankalp, when it manifested and how it manifested, that happened. The unmanifested thing manifested. Unmanifested thing manifested in front of me. And unmanifested me manifested in front of you. You can't say Swamiji was born when I saw him. It's not like that. So when you saw me, I just manifested. I was already there. It's not that Sira was born when I saw the day. Although she likes to sit me like that. So we can't lower too much. Anyway, so actually it is so that when I saw you, you were already there. But from somewhere you got manifested. Get this point. Principle is very clear. So it is the principle of manifestation. All the fruits are in the unmanifest storage, and it comes from time to time. And who manifested it? Your sankalp. Number 2, your good and bad actions. And number 3, amount of action. And number 4, the time. This is what it came up. Okay? I feel you also take over is all knowledges, whether it is management, medical, engineering. All knowledges are in the unmanifest. And the teacher outside comes to manifest that knowledge. It comes from you only. Because ultimately knowledge is in the form of a thought. Knowledge is in the form of a thought. And thought comes from unmanifest inside. So outer teacher tries to bring out that thought. That means the whole knowledge is in you. And by his outside words, he invokes that thoughts repeatedly. Ultimately, you become expert in that area. So it is an area of manifestation of knowledge. You didn't get a new knowledge, you already got the manifested knowledge. So karma phal is manifested. Supposing somebody wants to marry. So he may want to marry, but he has to, it depends, some people want to marry and they don't get married. I have met many people like that. They want to get married and they don't get married. Why? Because that boy and girl did not manifest. They couldn't meet together. Why? Phal was like that. Some don't want to get married, they get married. Some want to get married with a particular person, they don't get, something happens in between. So what manifests in your life is very important. That is not your work. When the mother's womb has a baby, mother cannot say, I want this kind of baby. Brilliant baby, or good looking baby, or long baby, or this weight baby. He should be only 2.5 pound, whatever is there. What is normal? 2.5? 3 kilo. Oh, sorry. 3 kilo. Some are overweight from the beginning. Some babies are overweight. You must have seen. ऐसा है ना? Very, very big. Very big. आगे क्या करेंगे पता नहीं अभी से. What a start. How do they become fat? I don't know inside. It is not their fault actually. I don't know how because I don't know what is a chromosome and all these things. But I have seen very fat babies also. Very, very fat. Anyway, it's a problem of mother, why should I worry about it? So, and it is very heavy to lift them also. They want to be lifted, and they are very heavy to lift. I mean, the mother bends permanently by lifting. So, which kind of baby will come? Whether he will be less weight, more intelligent, less intelligent, what looks he will have? That is not in the hand, your hand. Parents' hand are not there. Sometimes maybe some physical disability is there in the baby. And I went to some house and the mother and father, their baby was born. I think girl, what is it called? Totally leukemia. That is allergic to sun and white, totally. Albino, something like that. I said, how is it possible? He said, none of us in our family have this disease. So she can't tolerate sun. And she is totally, white, kind of. Some children are like that. Now, kahan se hua pata nahi. So what will manifest in front of you, that depends on your sankalp, your karma, good and bad, it gets processed and ultimately situation manifests in front of you. You had not planned for me, I manifested. I had not planned for you, but you manifested. None of you I knew. None of you I knew before I came. I did not know anybody. But pragat हुए लोग, and still some are new manifesting. Every few days some new person are seeing. ठीक है? This is the principle. Don't forget the process. Process is your sankalp is there, you think about, you work about, your intentions are seen, and then from the macrocosm, thing has come to microcosm. Sundar Pichai has not become head of the Google because he had chosen a job. No, it must be offered to him. Job, it so happens you give your resume to 10 people and maybe somebody may call you out of the blue. Maybe you are not expecting a call. And sometimes you have not applied, still they call from somewhere. I don't know how they know. Your resume goes, circulates or what? There are headhunters also. So some companies are searching, and from nowhere you don't know the company also. And he calls you that please come, we want to have interview. You say, but I don't know you. He said, I'm sending you the details. Please meet, let us meet. And casually you go and you become serious. Oh, it ho gaya. You are not planned. Your salary will not be planned. You can offer, but he said, this much salary we can afford. इसको समझ के रखना है बस, हमारी इस बात को पकड़ना. One person went to Sri Udiya Baba. He said, I don't have a guru. He said, how much malas you do Gayatri? He said, one mala. He said, one mala se kya hoga? Do 20, 30 mala, 10 mala per day for 6 months, you will get guru. If ये एक formula है. Lot of things are in Srishti that you don't know. Brilliancy is there. Like I feel there is one store. And in that store there is intelligence, there is lot of love, there is a devotion, there is a passion, there is a boy, there is a girl, there is a teacher, there is a child, there is a daughter, there is a beauty, there is ugliness, there is a money, there is a million, everything is kept in that store. And by your action, you prompt the cosmic God that it comes to you. इसको समझ लेना इस प्रिंसिपल को. If this principle is little, because what happens is not seen. You just see things coming to you. You don't see what I did, and sometime what and who gave it also. That is a secret operation. That you cannot force that I don't want this. I don't like this. You can't say like that. चले? बोले बिल्कुल चलिए. ऐसा है. Now this Brahmaji and Devtas wanted the God to come in. इतनी बड़ी बात मांग लिया. Bigger is the thing, bigger actions are required. A long time you want bigger action. सतु दीर्घ काल नैरंतर्य सत्कार सेविता दृढ़ भूमि. This is Maharishi Patanjali says. दीर्घ काल नैरंतर्य सत्कार सेविता दृढ़ भूमि. Long time you think. You'll get it. This is what Kardamji did to get Devhuti, if you remember that. Kardamji, just now you heard in the Yagna. You didn't hear. You have not heard. It was in Hindi. But you have heard Kardam Rishi's story. वहाँ भी वही हुआ. Same happened with Manu Shatrupa. They did the jap of Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya to get Bhagwan Ram as son. Ab they did the jap for many years, and then Bhagwan Ram came, not Bhagwan Vishnu. Bhagwan Ram came with Sita ji. He said, ask for a boon. He said, I want you as a son. Like you. He said, no, I'm only like me, only I am here. And he देखो that sankalp and that jap, it fructified. It brought, situation is pulled toward you. Guru is pulled towards you. Saint is pulled towards you. Even Shraddha is pulled towards you. Brilliancy is pulled towards you. You can't force brilliancy. You can't force memory. That I want, I am taking almonds, I will have memory. I don't think so. Because I see many are taking, nothing is happening. I'm not saying 10 almonds some are taking. ठीक है, it may increase the grey matter, and what science says left side brain is active, right side brain is, I don't know what all they talk. But it is gifted to you. Even bhav, somebody will have, faith is pulled, love is pulled, seva is pulled, skill is pulled. Some are very good poet, some are very good writers from the childhood, some are very good in playing, some are very good in running, some are very good in cricket, some are very good in, what is it called, meditating. So big things are kept in the store. And it will pull you, you will pull it. And if you do something wrong, wrong emotion will come into you. And therefore Ramayana, at one place it is said, when, Shivji told to Parvati ji that Narad ji cursed Parvati ji, cursed Vishnu Bhagwan. Narad ji cursed Vishnu Bhagwan. And hearing this, you know what Parvati ji said? Ka aparad Ramapati kina. What wrong Vishnu ji? That means she is sure that Narad ji is right, Vishnu ji can be wrong. On the other hand, Narad ji did wrong. या गुरु भक्ति ऐसी थी, गुरु थे ना उनके पार्वती जी के. And told the whole story that how Narad ji got a, he made a fun, he deluded, he had kam, krodh, moh. And that time Parvati ji said, how it is possible that Narad ji could have such a problem like anger, and he was so old, he wanted to wed Vishwamohini. So there Shivji uses one point, बोले भाई सुनो गुरिया, ज्ञानी मूर्ख न कोई. It is the God that gives sometimes the thought that you become fool. You become very brilliant. You just don't know. So in the storage, you are pulling something. And similarly in any stage, now God is also there, and His form to love is also there. Ag jag mag sab rahit viragi prem te prabhu jimi agi, prem te prabhu pragatai jimi agi. I told yesterday that in the matchstick the fire is hidden, and when you rub it, that fire manifests. Right? Ag jagmag sabarahit biragi prem se prabhu pragatai jimi agi. यद्यपि प्रभु सर्वत्र समाना प्रेम ते प्रकट होई मैं जाना. बिना रामायण के तो कुछ काम होता नहीं. रामायण has to come. No? He said, with love he manifests. So, God is everywhere. Narsimha Bhagwan was everywhere, but he manifested. कहाँ से आ गए? Krishna Bhagwan did not come in Devaki ji's womb from Vaikuntha, from. He is everywhere, he manifested only. Why? Seeing the intensity of Mother Devaki. Prayer ho to kya nahi ho sakta hai? And this you will see in your mind. Even if outside God does not manifest, inside your mind you can see if you pray, if you keep on asking some solution, I don't know what to do on this issue, this is right, this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong, please come and help. He takes avatar. He takes avatar and guides you. It's another matter that saints have permanent avatar. The God does not leave their avatar. Therefore, their saints work more at an intuitive level. Seeker works at spiritual level. Sansaris work at instinctive level. Seekers work at inspirational level. Let us do something. They are very inspired, happy. Somebody pushes them. Sansari work at instinctive level. Let me go out and eat something. Let me do something. It is Vasana prompted. But those who are Jnani saint, they work at intuitive level. They just ask and the answer comes. They ask, answer comes. Chat, aise answer hai. Because avatar is already there. नहीं ठीक ठीक है ना, वो बस बोल देंगे ऐसा है जाओ. One saint was there, Devraha Baba. I have mentioned his name. He used to live on a machan. Machan, you know what is called machan? Huh? Tree house. But not made of tree, it's made of wood. Once in a day he ate. And one fruit. His age, normal age people called him 300 years. Some say 700. Because he's a my age and my grandfather saw him, my great-grandfather saw him, so he was there. All politicians used to come. He used to put his feet down and touch with the feet most of the time. Devraha Baba, बहुत अच्छे saint. He used to live near Ganges, Ganga Jal. He used to have Ganga Jal and Jamna Jal. So Rajiv Gandhi wanted to see him. Rajiv Gandhi. So the car was to come, so they had to cut the tree. He said, don't. बोले बच्चा पेड़ को मत. He used to address the बच्चा. ए बचवा, पेड़वा मत काटो. They said, no, how will the car enter if I don't cut? He said, नहीं. वो संत है वो पेड़ संत है. That tree is a saint. उसको मत काटो. अब how do you know that tree is a saint? अब इतनी संकल्प शक्ति, his trip got cancelled within 1 hour. The officers didn't know. They say, you have to cut it. How can he stop? So बहुत सी घटना है. I'll tell about Devraha Baba someday more. Lot of episodes are there around his life. बहुत सी ऐसी बातें हुई. He worked at intuitive level. Khechari mudra, there is one called Khechari mudra. They take the tongue towards the palate. That he had mastered. Anand Mimel. Every day used to come to Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj. They work as an intuitive level. Because they have done jap, puja, sadhana to have avatar in their heart. They want God's avatar. And all of you at times must have felt that right now I am feeling the Lord sometimes. Once in a while we feel some God is there. So if somebody practices a lot, like knowledge is practiced by repeating it. Somebody repeats the knowledge, repeats. I don't know how to remember so many names, medical people. This I can't chant by heart slok. So many medicines you remember. And they don't see the book also. These homeopathic people see the books sometimes. When Dr. Mukherjee was there, I used to go. He used to make me sit. 1 hour I used to read the book first. Depends. Some doctors don't see. It depends on the doctor. Oh, then I have to sit. Kya kare? I also see him. I said, Dr. Mukherjee, I have to go. He said, Ruko, wait, this is the what problem you have? Then okay. And such questions they ask, I can't mention it. Anyway, no problem. But some doctors just ask and they write. कहाँ का नाम क्या याद हो जाता उनको. And when they talk in their medical terms, I don't know, you will hear that. They have medical terminologies to talk. This is this, this is this. अरे क्या है? It is at the tip of their tongue. वो सिद्धि है उनके अंदर. धनवंतु देवता बैठा जाता है. All knowledges is to bring some devata in you. There is engineering devata is there. Vishwakarma ji is there. Then it clicks to you. Then more is you have brought that devata. That is called, when you are doing studies, actually you are doing worship of that devata through your vritti. And ultimately, what happens that when any new problem comes, a totally novel problem which you have not known and studied, what you study doesn't help at all too much. New problem comes actually in the job. But it prepares a devata in you. You are not habituated. So you think and ultimately it clicks, it comes because that avatar is in you. Avatar is there. To understand this, something manifests. I hope you are understanding and following. And therefore, Ramanuja was there. Ramanuja the mathematician. So you say the man who invented infinity. Say, no, the film. You said you will give but did not give. But I have no time to see any film. But he was in class 10th. And all other solutions of it used to come in his mind. He had Devi Siddha was there. Devi used to give the answer. The mathematics devata is there. When Kalidas used to write the poetry or this drama, it just the pen just flew like that. Words came out. You don't have to think. ये भक्ति का फल है ये. Therefore, they are genius. Genius means who are not read somewhere and they are writing. They are not by-hearted in writing. They are not copying from somewhere and produce. That is called anuvad. Anuvad. I read somewhere and I am Tipu Sultan. So, Tipu Sultan, टीपते रहते हैं, यहाँ से वहाँ से यहाँ. Kings by heart करके, जैसे sometimes they do research like that. Researchers, when they do in the universities, they take from other paper and they put it here. But original works are genius work. All of you may sing some Bollywood song, but the greatest one is the composer who composed that. Like Kishore Kumar etc. were there, or Lata ji was there. They were giving a song. And Kishore Kumar was a very funny person. Very, very funny person. Sometimes he used to come with 2 shoes and 2 legs, 2 feet. Very funny and very fun-making. But the moment he started singing, he was very serious. And they brought out some song which was a hit. No? So, now when the devatas are invoking, let's tell more about that. No, that's it. Sing some song. हमको लगता है कैसे ट्यून आ गई उनके मन में, ये कैसे ट्यून आ गई. इसको समझो, उनके पास है, they are born with that. And from the past birth, devata comes with the person. Not that you have brought. It is they are born like that. They say gifted person. He is not gifted. तपस्या किया है. कब आएंगे पता नहीं. एवं संस्तता स्वर्गणैहि. When all the devatas invoked Bhagavan Vishnu, Tesham Avir Bhut Rajan, he manifested. क्यों नहीं manifest हो सकते? What can come in the Adidev can always come in the Adibhut. This is the law. What can be in the mind can be in the bhautik form also. When you can see God in your mind, He can be seen outside also. Not that you cannot see God. Why? Because you are seen in the mind you saw. Then you can see outside also, because outside is the expression of that mental extension. So he came. Kya badhiya ho gaya. So all the devatas were folding in palms, and she was so brilliant, so bright that they got dazzled. Their eyes got dazzled. As if thousands of suns are there. Dekho. Sahasra ark udayodhuti. So that. Sahasra ark. Thousands of sun have come in. It just, other than Shivji and Brahmaji, nobody could see that because the dazzle was too much. And then Virancho Bhagavan Drishtva Sahasharven Tantanum Swachham Marakatashyamam Kanjakarbharunekshanam. Bahut अच्छा है, बहुत सुंदर है. And I feel that when you are doing prayer, prayer also you bring some adhyatmic avatar of God. Adhyatmic avatar of God is in prayer. He specifically comes to answer your prayer. And when you are thinking of God, supposing you are sad, supposing you are angry, different avatar of God comes if you call at that time. When you have done something wrong, an angry God comes. When you do something good, happy God comes. When you are discouraged, encouraging God comes. It's not that you don't feel like that. When I was a student, I used to study, and sometimes, supposing the paper was at 7:30 a.m., and I went to bed at 1:30, I said, let me see for 2-3 hours at least. Otherwise, what exam will I give in the morning? 1:30 is already there. I have to get up at 5, get ready, 6 o'clock we have to leave. And lo, not a wink. Mind got so sad that tomorrow how will I face the exam, because I am not getting the sleep, maybe out of anxiety or whatever reasons are there. You won't believe what I am talking. I used just to go and sit. I had an altar there. Sit. At 3:34, now no sleep. Mind was restless and sad, discouraged. But the moment I went and sat near God, within, I think, 2 to 3 minutes, everything went quiet. Smile came back. All quietness came back. It was a revelation. And when I discovered that somebody comes, if I call, and nothing, I didn't know how to call, I just sat and saw and said, please help. That became a habit after that. So there is Adhyatmic avatar also. So prayer is an Adhyatmic avatar. Never feel helpless there. And what comes in the Adhyatma comes in Adhibhuta also, in front of the eyes also. It's not that it cannot come. And therefore I always say, please maintain altar, because you may need it any time. At a certain place our mind is more tuned. There is some power there. There is something in the environment there. ठीक है? So it is possible. Don't think how it is possible. It's possible. कुछ है, कोई आता है, कोई बोलता है, कुछ चलता है. One person was there. He said, I want to go and meet a saint. So he was going earlier days, 78 years back. They had to walk a lot. They had no car or there is no taxi to go. They used to walk for 100 kilometer, 200 kilometer. In between you may get bullock cart if you are lucky. He didn't get anything. He got very thirsty all of a sudden. So he saw one well was there, one well. So near the well he saw one bucket was there and the rope was there. So he can put. But when he peeped, the rope was small and the well was very deep. So he put the rope and the bucket, but it was too deep. But he was dying of thirst. There is something called dying of. He said, Krishna, Krishna, अब बचेंगे नहीं लग रहा है. इतनी प्यास लगी. It was a scorching sun was there. तड़प रहे. One boy came. He said, what is the problem? He said, I can't get the water. He said, give me the rope. He dipped and a bucket full of water he gave. He said, you want to have more water? He said, yes, I want to have more water. He gave more water. He said, don't go to the person whom you are thinking is saint. He is not a saint. He is a little crook kind of person. He said, Achha. He gave one water. He said, take it and go from this direction. That boy went away. After he went away, again he went. He said, but I could not go to that well. The water was so deep. How could this boy go? Again he put the rope. But it was not possible now. The rope was still small. So there is a power in your sankalp. There is a power in your prayer. There is a power in your mantra. I want to say this. आप doubt मत करो उस पे. Don't doubt. Moment you are doubt, you are out. I told the story, no? That Vibhishanji was in Lanka, king of Lanka. And if anybody wanted to go to India, he used to write something. He said, take this chit. This chit is there. Hold on. Because of this, you can cross. So people used to hold. He said, don't see. Just hold on. It has a power. Somebody was curious. One day he opened in between the ocean. And it was written, Shri Ram. He said, Shri Ram, isse hoga? And dead. मर गया. ये बाप जानते नहीं विश्वास की कितनी शक्ति है. There was one tree near Vrindavan. There is a place called after Vrindavan, Radha Ji's gaon. Radha Barsana. On the way to Barsana, there was a tree. It used to emit some. If you say Radhe Radhe, some honey used to come. Radhe Radhe, honey used to ooze out. So these pandas started selling it. They stopped coming. One tree was there in Vrindavan. They cut it and blood came out. So there are a lot of things in this world. Don't think this Bhagavat is just like that. So Tesham Avirabhut Rajan Sahasra Ark Udayuddati. आप अकेले नहीं हो. Learn to feel that. If you have any problem, go inside the altar and write it 10 times every day. Oh Lord, please take away my problem 10 times. And sure, within 1 month you will see the solution. But if you doubt, then you are out. Anyway, Brahmaji everybody saw. I hope you are believing. Yeah. And how Bhagavan was there? Swachham Markata Shyama. Kya beautiful Bhagavan hai. Kamal hai. Third slok, you see. Third slok. Swachham Markata Shyama. Kanj Garbh Arun Ekshana. You know what is written there? Kanj. So he had a dark green emerald is there. Eyes ready. Eyes is, Kanj, as the interior of the lotus is there. Soft red, little wet. If you have seen a lotus, have seen the lotus? No interior of the lotus. Which used to bring Very nice brutus she brings from somewhere, from some place. So if you take a petal out, then you will see inside there is a dewdrop. It is a wet. It is reddish, soft, reddish and wet. So कंज गर्भ, कंज गर्भ, देखो कितना अच्छा शब्द है. लोटस के गर्भ में अरुण and red. So that was the eyes. It was soft, red and wet eyes. Why? Because Devatas were crying. Crying of Devatas, when Bhagavan saw, he also had tears. So Kanj Garbha Arun Ikshata. And Swachha Markat Shyama. Markat Shyama means like green as emerald. Acha? And how, what is putting on? Tapta Hema Vadatena Lasat Kaushe Avasasa. Tapta, like the golden, burning gold is there. So his nice dhoti was burning gold. How to Bhagavan aate hain? Don't have a doubt. Bhagavan comes, Bhagavan talks, Bhagavan laughs, Bhagavan scolds. He shouts also. Very badly he shouts. Bhagavan, yes. He just scolds. Deviji also comes. All devatas comes. And sometimes you don't call, still they come. You have not called, still they are there. Maybe because of the past or something. Achha. So tapt and tapt hemavadatena lasat kaushe vasasa and prasanna charu sarvangi. And he was, and sarvangi, he was prasanna, he was very happy and graceful and charming in every limb. And sumukhim, sundara bruvam, nice eyebrows he has, curved eyebrows, not straight. Eyebrows which are curved, they are called good eyebrows. Don't see mine. Curved eyebrows. Not artificially made. Not by threading all this. It was naturally curved, like the bows have like this is the bow. This is like this. And it was not joined. Joint is not considered good. So it should be separate. Bhagavan has not joined one, it is separate. Here separate. Beauty is there. And not much, all hair in the eyebrows also, it's a comb, not like that. So only that much is, that is the beauty is there. So, Sundara Bruvam. So, Mahamani Kiritena. Dekho, Mahamani Kiritena. So that he had a jewel also. Crown set with lot of precious gems are there. Keyurabhyam. And Keyurabhyam means the bracelets was there. Bhushitam. Karana Bharana Nirbhata Kapol Shri. Aha, kya expression. He took samaj dekho. He had an earring, golden earring. And the golden earring, and he is savla, he is little dark in color. So the reflection of that golden earring was in his cheeks. That means cheeks were so smooth and soft, it was like a mirror. It is written here. So Karna Bharana Nirbhat Kapol Shri Mukhambujam. So when he was moving, then people understood that this is a reflection, because it was moving. Bhagavan's cheeks were so smooth. It is so soft like a water and so reflecting like a mirror. And therefore this was reflecting here. And his laden cheeks, bhare gaal the. Inhi ke aise gaal hai. Bhare gaal. It was laden like that. Okay. Kanchan Kala Pavalaya. He was decked with a girdle all around and the pair of wristlets are there here. That is also there. Har Nupur, he had a har also nice. Nupur and Kaustubh Mani was there. Lakshmi ji was there. And Sudarshan Seva, Sudarshan, the chakra and everything was there. And Tushtava Deva Pravaraha Sasarva Purusham Param सर्वामर गणै साकम सर्वांगैरवनिंगता गतै. क्या बात है. They all lie down. Avaningataihi. Avani means भूमि. They fell flat. प्रणाम किया उनको. होता है ये सभी सब संतों का अनुभव अलग ही होता है. Therefore, saints live in another world. And it is non-accessible to the ordinary person. You can't access that world. Their experiences. This is not in the books. This is not in the libraries. This is not in the Google. जन्म जन्म की पूंजी पाई. जन्म जन्म की पूंजी उनकी होती है. Last birth they started. Many births. Therefore, it takes many births to come to this stage. The faith grows, the jab grows, सब कंटिन्यू रहता है. Anyway, so ब्रह्मा जी, देखो ये प्रेयर है अपने पास. एक I mean all religion, if one thing is common, is prayer. Whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Muslim, whether you are a what is it called, Jews, even the atheist prays, even the communist pray. There is nobody who doesn't pray. If you don't pray, go to Badrinath and see how you will fall down with the bus. Then you will start praying. Send these people. Then you know how you start praying. You have gone there. No? You have not gone. Oh my God. Yeah, you have gone. Arey Baap. You see down, Baap. So far, Gangaji is like a thread is going. You are at so top. 12,000 feet is there. Last time we went in the night. No? And he was so fast driving, and that was, it really was very, very dangerous. This much gap is there between the truck tire and that valley. There is nothing to hold. And he is comfortable. What a Shraddha is required of the driver. अगर तुम बैठ जाओ, if you sit in near the window, you will be really scared. अब गए कि तब गए. भगवान है, ऐसे भगवान है. So one श्लोक is very beautiful. ऐसे भगवान को बुलाया करो. आएंगे वो, आएंगे. 12th verse. यथा अग्निम एधसि अमृतंच गोषु भुवि अन्नम अम्बुदमने. See the bracket properly. च वृत्तिम योगैर मनुष्यः अदीयन्ति हि त्वां गुणेषु बुद्ध्या कवयो वदन्ति. ये ब्रेक कर पाए इसको नहीं. यथा अग्निम एधसि. Economy is there. Edhasi is there. Yathai dhamsi samidogni. Anyway, अब संस्कृत छोड़ते हैं, अभी तुम बताते हैं. He says that as, there is a fire hidden in the wood. Who's saying? कितना भाव है. I mean, they can talk about God for hours together. क्या emotions इनके develop. How much knowledge is there? And it's talking something senses. Like the person who watches film, he can talk about film for hours together. Foolish things. And Vasu, in the subject, one who's a teacher and the professor in chemistry, he can talk for chemistry for hours together. One who is in the music and dance, they can talk about music, dance. Well, this tal was not okay, you didn't like this. This tal is not okay. This tal belongs to that particular rag. This rag is like that. Similarly, they can talk about God to hours. कितना संस्कार है भगवान का. Heart is full of sanskar of God. And therefore I always say, have only one vasana, one operating vasana. Other vasana may be there, but not urgent. He is saying, Brahmaji is saying, like the fire is hidden in the wood, and like milk is hidden in the cow. What happened to our cows there? No news. Didn't call back. Okay. So, Amritancha Goshu. Many things I remember to talk, but there's no time, we miss here and there. Bhuvi, like there is unhidden in the earth, and like there is, and the water is hidden in the earth, and like, from the hard work there is a money hidden. Similarly, yogair manushya adiyanti tvam. Similarly, by bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, you are hidden in the world. Yogaihi. Yogaihi means all bhakti yoga, jnana yoga. I therefore always say that in every person you have to find out the God. Every person is meant to milk out God, not money, God, not honor, not lust, not anger. We milk out anger. He makes me very angry. He only got anger from him. वो तो आप उससे भक्ति भाई what is कर्म योग? Through कर्म you are trying to see how to please God. Karma yoga is a process through which you are using the action to bring out the hidden divinity in a particular area. That is called karma yoga. Karma yoga yahi hai. You did action and you brought out some divinity. Divinity is hidden, you have to bring it out. Like water is hidden. What the drilling person does, he brings out that water. The first time when that water sprung out from our bore, if you remember, it flooded so much. All around water. That when boring was done, and it just sprang out. Then I wonder, so much water was inside the ground. कहाँ था वो water? हमको तो पता ही नहीं था. On the top you see it, everything is so dry. You don't imagine there's a water. Similarly, the oil is there inside the ground. Similarly, gases are there inside. They drill and they bring it out. So the person in front of you is not for bhog, is not for hating, is not for attaching. It is to see that where is the God? How can I serve in some manner so that through this person God can be happy with me? Question is not what you do. Question is that have you become purer? Have you become quieter? Have you become more knowledgeable? Is your intuitive power developed? Do you feel more peace in meditation? Have you served the person so that he blesses you? Sometimes somebody does so much that other person blesses you. No, that person may be very old, but he gets blessings. Antaryami bless karta hai. Yes, you are thirsty and somebody gives you water. I have been in trains, very thirsty at times, in second class compartment. And one person comes out of the blue and he is going near the train windows. He said, water, free of cost. I said, hey, हमको दो पानी. पानी पी लिया तो बोले और लेंगे ठंडा पानी फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट कूल वाटर इज देयर. हाँ बोले नहीं हो गया. अच्छा ले लो भाई, ले 10 रुपीज 10 रुपीज. अच्छा नहीं बोले नहीं, हमने कहा 100 ले लो. नहीं आई डोंट टेक नो, वी आर नॉट फॉर मनी, वी आर जस्ट वांटिंग टू गिव वाटर टू समबडी हु वांट्स. ऐसी मन से अंतर्यामी खुश हो गया. He milked out the God from me. I mean, this murti is there. It must be a rough murti, a rough stone. It must be a rough stone. Nobody could see. Maybe people were walking over it because it is a mountain. But that rock comes in the workshop. In the workshop with the sculpture, the rock comes. He has a photograph or he has some figure and he starts manifesting God from that. And he manifested what was a rock is called now Bhagavan. whom people were walking and going, now seeing him, you fold the hand. It's the same rock. But brought out the murti from them. This is called aradhana. That is called puja. In your altar, first day when you saw the murti, it was just a murti. But now you see, my God. ठीक है? नहीं ठीक? योगैहि मनुष्याः अध्यन्ति हि त्वाम. They bring out you. They bring you out. They bring you out. Our ashram is there. It was, when you first saw, you must have felt it is a simple ashram. But when you started coming, then you started bringing out divinity, seva, goodness, love, purity, knowledge. You started milking out. So it is your karma yoga or bhakti yoga. Everything is hidden, I always say. Every big thing is hidden. Gold is hidden, silver is hidden. It is your drishti you have to develop, that you bring out that. In the mantra, the whole cosmos is hidden. In Sapshati, Uriya Baba used to say that there is a power of more than thousands of atom bombs. Hidden uske andar. What about my mantra? That also is hidden. What you say, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Dhruji had darshan with that mantra. Madhusudan Saraswati darshan with that mantra. What is Om Namah Shivaya? Numerous people, they had darshan of Lord Shiva chanting the same mantra. Oh, my mantra is powerful. Yes, don't doubt, marenge tumko doubt. Somebody asked me what mantra to do. I gave. After that, what he said? What next? That you don't have faith. That we don't have faith. I didn't give other. He said, I'm doing this jap. What more I do? Devta bhag jata hai. Moment you doubt, he'll run away. Devtas sustain only on faith. Like you run away from somebody if he doesn't love you. So, though by karma yoga, at a particular place, from a particular person, you bring out godly, prasanna Ishwar. In bhakti yoga, from a murti, from the stone, you bring out the grace and the glory. You bring out so much of love. So much that the murti starts talking. Khasi mal murati musukani. When Parvati ji went to do prayer, sorry, Sita ji, that mala fell down. Khasi mal murati musukani. And your murti also will smile if you do puja. Our Shivji, you can see how different he has become than what he was. वहां से भगवान आ गया. This Banke Bihari temple, Bhagwan, one lady was there. She gazed and gazed. Bhagwan went behind and Murti disappeared. Therefore, they don't allow to concentrate. Therefore, the priest keep on closing the curtain so that you don't focus. Bhagwan went away. मतलब इतना पावर है. यहाँ तो पावर हिडन है, प्यार हिडन है. ठीक है ना? See, I am the same person. But when you came, you offered your love, you offered your seva, then you did not know that Swamiji also has so much of love. Then you brought out same love from me. Love was hidden. ठीक है. Similarly, but I also have love for you. Okay. So you are there. And you are simple. You came as a simple person, boy, girl, woman, man, जो भी हो, चले आए, घूम घाम के, फिर चले गए. कोई आता भी नहीं तुम्हारे पास. Nobody came to see me also. But when you felt, I asked, then same you who never gave anything, now you try to give everything. No, you never give little time. Now you say, no, I am for you. I can do anything. Please tell me anything I can do for you. I didn't know that you can do so much. Good, I mean. पता नहीं था कि इतना कुछ है, वो निकाला गया उसको. In whole सृष्टि, ज्ञान is hidden, knowledge is hidden. Knowledge is hidden, love is hidden. Sacrifice is hidden. Surrender is hidden. Everything you have to bring it out. It's an altar. Therefore, 100 times I say this point, this world is an altar of worship. It's a puja samagri. It's a flower to offer. And excellence will come out. Excellence will come out. The Bhagwan ka अवतारी कर दिया. Pandavas, when they went to Kedarnath. Kedarnath, Bhagwan was hidden there. वो प्रकट ही नहीं हो रहे थे. So there was no temple etc. in Kedarnath. And ultimately what happened in Kedarnath? They said, Shivji, please come, Shivji, please come, Shivji, please come. Ultimately, Shivji was a little upset with Pandavas because they. So Shivji came in the lot of, what is that? Lot of cows and bulls were going. In that, very big bull was there. They kept on calling him. And then somebody said, hey, this is the golden bull. This is not ordinary. ये तो शिवजी हैं, पकड़ो इनको. And they ran behind it. Huh? They ran. So running, etc., Bhim was best. So Bhim held the bull. And bull sunk inside. But Bhim held that hunch of that bull. बोले आप माफ कर दो हमको. Please. And then प्रकट करवा दिया. Then Shivji got happy and that head came towards the Nepal, Pashupati. So that is the complete. Head went towards there, Nepal. Therefore Kedarnath darshan is not complete without Pashupatinath darshan. प्रकट करवा दिया वहां से, अपनी प्रार्थना से, शक्ति से, भक्ति से. Ultimately, he prayed, now you don't go, because in Kali Yuga, lot of people will be there and they will have no support. And please stay there and please bless the people. Bolo Kedarnath Bhagwan ki jai. So there, Kedarnath Bhagwan is today also there. Our prostration from here. He went there 1 year back in 2019. 2019 we went there. But night darshan was there. And Mahima is of smearing ghee on that. Because the bull is there. So bull needs, if you touch, it feels good there. प्रकट करवा दिया. कहाँ से करवाया? भक्ति से. You do so much of upasana of your Bhagwan that your Bhagwan should talk to you. Should come in your heart. He should give you knowledge. He should give you moksha. He should take away the problem. So yoga hi manushya adhyante hi tvam guneshu buddhya kavayo vadanti. You see, more time is over. Om Har Namah Parvati Pate Har Har Mahadev. Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki jai. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. He Nath Narayan वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, हे नाथ